Hi, my name's Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. This is just a short video in regards to an email that was sent to me this afternoon. It's from a friend here at Kim Wilson TV, and her name is also Kim, and she's from Atlantic Canada, from the province of Nova Scotia. Now, Kim brings up an extremely important thing, and I've said this throughout many videos, and I think it's important enough that I do an entire short video about it, and is the absolute dire importance of videotaping your narcissist. Keep the letters that they send you. Try to capture, as much of the abuse as you can in as privately and secretly a way as is humanly possible. You don't want to get caught doing this. Now, if a nanny cam is an option or something like that, some type of concealed camera, I would definitely consider that as an option. Please, guys, do not put anything past your narc. They desperately need to preserve and covet and keep in position that bullshit mask that they're all wearing. They are not going to take a risk that you're going to, expose them. So they're going to do everything they can to launch a smear campaign against you and to try to compromise your integrity to the world. They're going to threaten your relationships. They're going to threaten your place of employment or career. They're going to do everything they can to hurt you. This, this protection, this guard, this safety net of having audio and video footage, letters, some sort of record of the abuse you've been through, I'm telling you, it could be the difference between you getting out of there in one piece and you having a hell of a mess to clean up after you go. Now, there's a real common thread here, and I've seen this lots, and it doesn't matter if the victim has been legally married to the narcissist 5, 10, 20, 30 years. If you've built a home and a life together, rarely, and I mean rarely, is the narcissist ever driven from the home. Here we have these victims who have been subjected to hell, who are now, after years of investing in their family homes, fleeing with nothing more than the shirts on their back. Why is this? Because the narcissist has been lying. I mean, they're absolute habitual pathological liars. They have created question and doubt about your level of integrity and, what you're really about. So people just become so broken and so worn down, they leave, they flee. But had you had documented evidence of the abuse, well, you could have gone to the police station. You could have, made an application in court based on your physical evidence and had the narc removed. I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling how many people have invested a lifetime in a marriage and in a home who are now fleeing with the shirts on their back. It's absolutely imperative that you keep a record, some type of record of the abuse. If you understand the narcissist's 4 basic relationship steps, idealization, devaluing, dumping, and discard, that is etched in stone. Once you really realize that, you come to understand that the narcissist has been planning the dumping and discarding since the beginning. Now, if you've been with them weeks, months, years, decades, either way, they've been planning the end since the beginning. Now, you've got no idea what's going on. You didn't realize the end was coming. Therefore, you've not been protecting yourself from it or preparing for it. Meanwhile, since day one, these creeps, these monsters, these fiends have been planning the end since the earliest stages of the relationship. My God, they're heavily armed to defend themselves at that point. They're absolutely ready to fight you, diminish you, crush you, ruin you, and absolutely throw you the hell out. It doesn't matter how many years you've invested because you didn't protect yourself, especially if there's kids involved, pets, animals that are important to you. They'll take everything from you. You need to protect yourself. Now, if you are separate from the narc, you have some type of custody arrangement, I would only allow them to call during certain times. Set some boundaries around that, so you're not, driving or in a grocery store when the phone's ringing. So you're there beside your recording device for when they do call, so you're ready, so they can't catch you off guard. So I'm going to tell you another thing. Always assume you are being recorded, because they're notorious for this, absolutely notorious. In addition to recording them, you have to be very careful how you put your words. Do not ever underestimate how deep in the shit pile the narcissist is willing to dive. Now, they're going to be provoking you. They're going to be, hurting you. They're going to be driving you to say something that they can then use against you and say, look, she's crazy. She's nuts. I told you. So you always have to assume that you are being recorded and pick your words carefully. Now, if they're antagonizing you, know that that's why they're doing it. Just let your heart and your mind be calm, and always pick your words very carefully. The difference between having evidence of the abuse and not could really be a game changer for a lot of people. Now, when I think of the number, oh my God, so many people who fled their homes, had they had some recordings, even if just audio recordings. I mean, I know you can't walk up to the narc camera up, and film them. But, if you're in some, you can put your camera down with it playing. You don't need to have, video footage. Audio will be good enough for you to be able to defend yourself later. I'm just saying, do not underestimate the evil, for goodness sakes, and know they've been planning for the end since the beginning. They're well prepared for this. There is absolutely no depths that is too deep for them. I mean, they have an ability to get low. And, guys, as victims and empaths and way showers, there's just no way that we're capable of lowering ourselves into that gutter. And that's why so many people just flee. It's really frustrating for me to see so many victims having to flee when these assholes should have been put out. They should have been put out, and restraining orders should have been put on them. And that's sadly because victims didn't have any evidence whatsoever. Always remember, they will dive into the deepest pits of debauchery because they are diabolical fiends, absolutely beyond a question of a doubt. Put nothing past them. So, guys, if you are able to capture, audio footage or video footage, or maybe pictures of Captain Pissy Pants stumbling around drunk and peeing on himself, well, most certainly take that opportunity to get a photo. But don't keep them in your phone. Remember, they're creeps, and they're going to be creeping your private stuff. So what I did was I set up a private email address that he never even knew existed, and I would immediately forward those images or that video footage or audio footage to that email address, and then I would delete it out of my phone, so it was all somewhere safe. Now, if you're able to do this, you're going to feel a lot stronger too at the end. You're not going to feel as volatile or as broken, because you've got a safety net, to some degree. A safety net like this in place could be the difference between you feeling completely broken and disempowered to feeling, a little bit stronger, because having a little safety net actually is not going to hurt you. Guys, I hope you take some measures to protect yourself. My name's Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. Peace be with you guys.